Albert Einstein said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. So if you're concurrently having thoughts, overwhelm, issues with routine, issues with anxiety, issues with self-doubt, issues with team members going on, issues with the people around you, you not liking the people around you, or you not liking the environment around you, you've got to fucking do something different about it. I got a special one for you today. I want you to tune in because I've got a couple concepts that I want to get across to your mind as I was walking on the beach and as I was reflecting and as I was working through one of my practices. So tune in. This is going to be one of those things, like this is going to be a video that I want you to come back to when you're going through it. So I was walking on the beach, and a practice that I haven't done for a couple of weeks is analyzing a lot of my limiting thoughts and seeing what was coming up. And there were 90 limiting thoughts, 90, 9-0, that have been circulating in my mind the last couple of weeks. And I was reading the book, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. And in that book, there's a little piece in it that talks about the law of momentum. And these last couple of weeks have definitely been interesting for me. I've walked further towards my goals a lot faster than I would have done, but at the same time, there's also been a lot of like inner turmoil going up. And you want to know why? Because I was being a fucking victim. Because I was being a victim to my circumstance. And I'll give you an example. Like, as you can see, I've got some new earphones that came in. It's not meant to be a flex about earphones. It's meant to be a point. But people who are higher up on the ADHD spectrum, or just many entrepreneurs in general, are going to resonate with this. Like, I lose things. And I got earphones a couple of weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, as a reward for getting a new client. I always set rewards for getting the output goals that I want, as well as some of the inputs. So like one of my input goals was allowing myself to go for a beach walk today. And then one of the output goals as a reflection, when I got a couple of clients a few weeks back, was getting some earphones. And lo and behold, after about 3 days, I lost my new earphones, which I was a little upset. And then I promptly went and told some people that I lost some earphones. I went and moaned to my housemate. I had a friend even go and say to me, bro, just go and get a new one. Like it's something that you're going to use every single day. And I was like, oh no, like I don't want to do that. It's principle. Like, it's not that I lost it. It's not about the money. It's principle. But I allowed myself to succumb to victimhood. I allowed myself to just be like, oh, I lost my earphones. Oh no, like kind of making it like life is the worst that it had possibly been. But it wasn't about just that one thing. Like that then concurred to other things. There were other things in this moment. Like, what in your life has been happening recently that you have been complaining about, that you have not been doing things about, that you have been externalizing your power to, that ultimately doesn't serve you and ultimately makes you a weaker version of yourself? And so today I went and got some new earphones because I was like, you know what, I'm not fucking having this. Like, this is bullshit. And then the same thing, like a few days ago, somebody stole my new helmet. I was like, yo, as if somebody steals a helmet. And we were looking at the CCTV footage. Somebody fully came into our place at Bali, not into our place, but like into our parking place in Bali, and fully stole my helmet. And again, it was like, it's not about money, but it's about principle. And the lessons that I was learning in this is that there are likely things that you have in place that serve you and help you grow and move forward. And these systems, things like going for a beach walk, or rewarding myself for things, or even just like the limiting belief system that I do every single week, of like just going through what are all the limiting beliefs that are going on in my head. I go through all of the mindset processes that I have, and then I go and install it. Like, there's a reason why I had 90 different limiting thoughts going on in my mind. It's because I haven't done my practice is reflection practice in about a week. And I'm sure it's the same for you. Like, you might be in a place right now where you're overwhelmed, you feel chaotic, you feel like, oh my gosh, I've got so much stuff in my head. And you're allowing yourself to be a fucking victim to it. You're allowing these thoughts to fucking consume you. And then look at what impact that's having on your life. Maybe your health isn't where you want it to be. Maybe your relationship isn't where you want it to be. Maybe your business isn't where you want it to be. Because you're allowing the fucking thoughts to just run a ruckus in your head, control your feelings and controlling your actions, and then impacting your results. And it's like, yo, of course that's gonna happen if you don't have the tools and you don't have the frameworks and you don't trust your personal systems. Like, one of the reasons why I teach self-sabotage and why we help people self-sabotage is because I at times can be the king of self-sabotage, and gotta be careful with my labeling here and careful with my framing, but I used to be the chief officer of getting in my own way, and so it's so important that this is, by the way, an example of when I've had a system break and now I need to improve it. Like, I had a practice that I was doing each week and I stopped doing it, and then that caused an impact on my momentum. And so that's now something that I've got to work on improving. And this is what I look at as part of your own personal systems. When things start happening, when things throw you off track, you should be able to look at yourself and say, what went wrong? Why did it go wrong? And what's going to be my plan to improve it next time? Albert Einstein said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. So if you're concurrently having thoughts, overwhelm, issues with routine, issues with anxiety, issues with self-doubt, issues with team members going on, issues with the people around you, you not liking the people around you, or you not liking the environment around you, you've got to fucking do something different about it. You've got to make some fucking changes. And this is half an accountability video for me, because I know that if I put something out there, one of my most important values is integrity. I have to do what I say that I'm going to do, because that's how I build self-trust. Because in the past, being completely transparent with you guys, like, I was a liar. I was a bullshitter. Like, I remember a time when I was a kid. I remember when I was 4 years old, and my dad accidentally hit me in the face with a car, with like a boot door, like shutting the car boot, and it clipped me across the face. And I remember my dad said, like, oh my gosh, like, did I hit you? I remember being like this and being like, no, and I like cut my lip. I learned to lie because I learned that was what was safe. I learned that was the way that I didn't have to face like some of the emotional stuff that my parents had going on. And maybe you're the same as well, as like you've learned to lie at times to protect your ego, to protect yourself, to protect not feeling a certain way. But guess what? The more you hide away, the more you're a fucking victim. Like, the same for me. Like, I hid away from facing some internal chaos, and I didn't realize how bad it got until I listed out 90 fucking beliefs. 90. Absolutely wild. And reframing this stuff can be really easy. Like, I'm able to come and shoot this content with you guys and able to be my better version of myself because I've done that reframing in that moment. But think about, like, how much impact it's having on you, how ineffective you're being, how ineffective you have been, because you just allow the world to dictate what you're going to do and what you're not going to do, because you're not controlling your thoughts and you don't have the frameworks for it. Now, I'm very, very blessed that this is what I teach. And so I do have the frameworks alongside me, but even within my own frameworks, I've had a system break, so I've got to improve it. So really, this is just a video for you. If you resonated with any of this, drop in the comment section below. Like, I'm just not even trying. I'm being open and real with you guys about like where I'm at, and just documenting some of the stuff that goes on for me as well, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows out here. But at the same time, in order for you to level up, you have to be able to be honest. One of the leadership qualities is taking ownership and taking accountability. And that's one of the things that is why it's important to be around people that do those things, because if you can't be around other people that also can take ownership and can take accountability for where they're not being their best version of themselves, you're not gonna level up, my friend. But with that said, the two things that I want you to really take away from this is, one, where have you been lying to yourself? Where have you been hiding from your mind? Where have you been letting the world dictate what's been going on in your life? Number two, what are you gonna fucking do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna allow the world to keep pushing you around? Or are you gonna make some commitments to change? Are you gonna make some decisions to change? Are you gonna have some hard conversations? Are you gonna maybe just do what I did and list all your limiting beliefs and then reframe them? And then I will take them through my EFT GPT process, which, go and watch this video if you don't know what that is, but it's very, very helpful. But make sure to do something about it, because I don't want you guys, with all the fucking potential that you have and all the people that you're gonna help and the amount of money that you're gonna make and the amount of money that you're gonna circulate to good causes, I don't want you to succumb into your shit anymore. We've got to make a fucking stand for this. That's why we're here on this earth, to be fucking world changers. So let's go and change the world. Let's go and do the things that we were put here to do. That said, see you in the next video.